Corrosion. More corrosion. And mayhem. A Stern NASCAR White Star modified MPU and driver board. And the complaint was that one of the coils wasn't firing.
He's taking the lead.
I can't remember.
Player 4, don't move. He's taking the lead.
I can't remember which one it was. But what I found was the socket for U213 and U213 was corroded. So I have removed the socket cleanly and placed a new socket in there and a new U213. I have jumpered the DS1232 pin 3 to 5 volts, which establishes a 4.5 volt minimum watchdog threshold. I have installed NVRAM. Let's see. Oh, there's quite a bit of hackage up here in the switch matrix, switch columns. Those three 2N3904s have been replaced. There's quite a cornucopia of different transistors up there. One was a 2N4400, which is a valid sub for 3904, but I just put the correct part in there. The header was burned up from soldering irons touching it, so
he's taking the lead.
That. And you can see it looks like we're all operational here, but we're going to go through all the tests. Lamp matrix. This is my little Star Trek GI tester. A little bright there, isn't it? All right, so test we go. Nice. You never know what sound Stern is going to make when you get into their test menus and whatnot. Okay, so here we'll just because that always gets me for whatever reason.
He's taking the lead. He's taking the lead.
Switch 3 on some Stern games is not.
He's taking the lead.
It's unusual to get that sound going there, so
he's taking the lead.
What's going on there? But the switch rows and columns are working correctly. Cycle the coils.
He's taking the lead.
"14 did not fire." There's quite a bit of hackage in some of these solenoid drive transistors or FETs also, so that's not too surprising. These last 8 are all tip 102s. They typically drive flashers, but they can be repurposed to drive other stuff. So those are all working correctly. Let me let this run.
He's taking the lead.
So I can verify.
He's taking the lead.
It was Q14. I'm not sure if I saw that right or not.
He's taking the lead.
14 is garage raise. And yep, that is not working. Here's an interesting thing you can do with Stern White Stars. They'll draw out the circuit for you. And it'll tell you what kind of coil should be on there and what color wires, etc.
It's time for some hard racing.
And which fuse is used. It says Q1. No, that must have cut off on the right side of the screen. That's unusual, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let me see if I can back up. Here's Q15. And Let me run that one. Well, it'd help if I hit the right button.
He's taking the lead.
Huh. Let's do Q17. Okay. Back up. 15. And run it. That makes sense. We go back to 16. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing here. It's a good thing you can't see what I'm doing because I'm not very good at it. Okay, so I'm going to run Q16 now.
It's time for some hard racing.
Yeah. Okay, so what did I say? Q14 is the one that is inoperative, which was right here. Okay.
He's taking the lead.
Let's check the lamps, and we'll check all of them. That is working perfectly. Flashers. The rehashing of some of the solenoid circuits. Not too many flashers in this game. What is that, 5? 4 of them that are operating.
He's taking the lead.
Damn thing works. That's another thing. You never know what's going to happen with these voice ROMs when you're testing them. Sometimes they have a clip, sometimes not. All right. So let's get in here and to this driver board and see why Q14 is not operational. It's this one. And you can see that's had some work done on it. It's had some work done. All right, we do have that little problem cleared up with solenoid 14. And we'll wait for this to come by. There was a discontinuity and some previous work that was done on the board, so I have fixed all that up. All of the solenoids are operating correctly. I installed a different U213, and that took care of the semi-random sounds that were interjecting themselves. Let me do the sound test one more time. Now this fact here that it only made that cymbal sound, that is normal for NASCAR sound test. Now how do I know that? Because I have a video up of a previous NASCAR sound test. So we have everything working on this board now. Switches, headers for power input and power output. Header here at the ribbon going out, this one. So I'm going to make the gentleman a new ribbon because there's corrosion on some of the pins, the male pins, and if there's corrosion on the male pins, there's corrosion on the female part of those pins too. So both boards good to go. Thank you so much for sending them. And the new ribbon tests 100%.